Yo, yo, yo. What is going on, team? This is Art, and I am back. I'm sorry for being MIA recently. I have just been a little bit inconsistent with the market, so I decided to step back just for my own sake because I'm not going to be inconsistent and keep trading. That's how you very quickly burn your money, and so I decided to just step away. Happens. Honestly, was kind of a much needed break. I rented out this old Porsche and I just went out to the beach for a little while, and I think I'm mentally refreshed, so I'm ready to go. I just wanted to make a quick little video showing you guys exactly what I do for pre-market / during market analysis. So really quick, notice right here I have a blank watch list for those who are currently in the Discord. By the way, for anyone watching, there is a free Discord link in the description. But for anyone watching on Discord, really quickly, do yourself a favor. Go to your watch list. If you don't even have this little tab, you can go down here to this little plus on Thinkorswim. Add a gadget. You can actually just add a watch list. My little picture of myself is currently blocking it. Let me move myself over. But you go add a watch list, and now you have a watch list showing. I'm not going to use this one here because I already have a little spot for it, but I am going to show you really quick as to how I set this thing up. So, firstly, you have your watch list. This is a blank one. I just called it options to watch for today, right? Today is 2/22/22. Today is actually my mom's birthday. I was debating whether or not to go live today, but I am feeling good today. I'm ready to go with this market, so here I am. So firstly, let's just go over stocks that I like to trade. So here's SPX. SPX has been quite the volatile setup. This is mainly because of the entire Russia-Ukraine situation that's currently going on. This has been kind of scaring a lot of investors. This has been making people think we're going to sell out, we're going to dump, etc., etc., etc. When you have stuff like this, it's a little more difficult to trade because every single night you can have something completely new. So overnight, we did have news that there was a formal recognition of like sovereign cities within Ukraine that are separatist, and that basically means that Russia was okay with sending troops in to support the separatists, right? The overall setup, though, is currently, as of right now, bouncing as we went above 42.50. So really quick, SPX. This is something that I like to trade when it comes to just general market. So really quick, here's SPX. I go to trade. It brings up the entire options chain. So firstly, I need to change this thing from all strikes because otherwise this is just going to fry my computer. So really quick, I'm thinking about doing a few of the 0-day contracts, say today. So SPX, I would choose, let's see, it's currently at 43.32, right? Just to give you quick levels and a quick idea as to how to do it. Let me pull up a hourly here and a daily right here. So you can see that we've been kind of ranging. The way I want to set this thing up is with a fib line. It's currently at 48.18 at the top, and at the very bottom down here, it's 42.22.62. So 42.22.62. Here are our fib levels. And this will give us a general idea as to where the market can go. So when you see something like this, we know that 43.63 is going to be a level of contest, along with 44.50 and onwards. This is kind of just a basic idea as to where we think things can go. And another general way of seeing is this original downtrend that we had from 48.18. You can see that we dumped all the way down to 42.22. So we can see that 4290/4300 might be a level of contest going into today. So when I actually go to look at ES, you can actually see that we bounced to that level almost perfectly. So here's 1 and here's 2. So it was a perfect bounce off of that. And notice we're getting pulled right back up. So let me go back over to SPIX. It's currently sitting at 43.30. It just dumped off like 5 points. So for SPIX, in terms of 0-day contracts, a $5 dump is about 20%. It's absolutely wild. I wouldn't recommend SPX trading for beginners. It is extremely sketchy. It is a very, not to say that it's like more of a skill kind of thing, but it's also, there's a little bit of luck involved when it comes to it because contract choice is so important. So I'm just going to quickly go over what it takes to actually choose a contract and actually make a watch list. So firstly, we know that our range is 43.13 to about 43.63. Let me go to the trade tab. I'm looking at 0-day options. I'm going to set my strikes. I want 25 different strikes. Oh, that's 125. I want 25 strikes. And so I know that the bottom of the range is probably 4,300. So that'll be my call side. So, oh, whoops, I did not mean to make a trade grid. So put side, 4,300 would likely be the bottom. You right click and you add it to your watch list. Options for 2/22/2022. And now you can see that it populates over here. And so now whenever I want, I can actually just click this and open right into it and make an order. So that's my put side, right? 4,300, that's what I think the bottom of the range is. I'll also make it in increments of about 15. So we've got 43.15, which was the actual bottom today. So 43.15 is down here. And then at the money, I'll just say 43.30 for the sake of simplicity. So that is my put side. And then 43.50. That's for my in the money option. Next, I also have calls. So I'll do the exact same thing. But because this thing's already at 43.37, I'll say 43.15 starting as my call side on the bottom. So options to watch, 43.30, options to watch, 43.50, options to watch, and 43.65 or 43.60 would be my top because that is currently the fib overhead. And so that'll give us our general options to look at for today when it comes to doing that. Just using a fib line and then using small incremental amounts will give us a general idea as to where we think this market can go. And so like right now, again, I said I liked Upstart this morning. I should have taken it. Main reason why I like it, really quickly, just for everyone as educational purpose, MACD's crossing right here. The histogram is finally done selling out. I think this thing turns into an inverse head shoulders. Honestly, I might just take it long and just kind of F off for a little bit because I think this thing could turn to an inverse, at least test 141 and then go back for 160. But that's besides the point. So in a general sense, that's going to give you your generic, here are my levels, right? And so let me just draw one out from this bottom. Drawing tools. I'll take a fib retracement because this one I'm starting out from the bottom. So down here, bottom was 98.8. So boom. I draw this all the way to 158.44. Right there. And then you go to the recent bottom, which in this case was 120. So 120. And now we have new levels for retracement. And so that is how you're going to check based off of a recent bottom. Instead of going from the top bottom, this is just for a retracement. So this is just saying, to get back to where we were, these are the resistance levels. Notice that we recently rejected the 23.6 fib, and so it fell back down. I like to have mine in like a little rainbow. I just think it looks pretty. But nothing important there. If you're leaving it default, it's just plain. But I would go back to trade, show all the options. Upstart's a little more volatile, so I would actually want to take a little bit more time. So I would either be taking the March 4th, or I'd be taking the March 11th. And when it comes to contract choice here, I'm just going to keep paying attention to the volume. So notice the volume's kind of dead on the options for 11. On the 4th, options are also kind of dead. But notice on this, we start seeing 1,800 calls, 1,000 calls. So I'm trying to find something that I can easily buy in and out of. And that's something with high open interest. And so in this case, I look at it, the 25th of March has good open interest. And that's how I would choose what I want to take in terms of expiry for Upstart. So Upstart is currently trading 132. I would maybe start wanting to take 135 to 140 calls because I am also buying 31 days worth of time. And so let me just pull up even more options really quick. So even when I pull up more strikes, you can kind of see that the market's already starting to recover. And so say I want to take 130s, since this is something that I could afford for the challenge, I would just say add to watch list. Boom. I would say 135s just so I can have an out of the money option. Boom. And that's all I have because I'm more bullish on this. Someone asked me for AMD, so I'll just really quickly do the same thing. So AMD had this huge sell-off recently. I'll do the exact same strategy right here. So 111 or 112.83 was the bottom. 112.83. Actually, no, it's 112.02. My bad. Or 110 flat. And then the top right here was 120.83. Boom. And then I'll take this to this bottom at 108.99. Boom. Alrighty. And so basically what I'm looking for is either a break of 118 to take me to 120, which is currently the 200-day moving average, or I'm waiting for a break of 116 to take me back down to 115. Right now, the upside potential is a lot more. Notice that the MACD is already crossed on the hourly, and notice that we're already trying to retest this just our normal averages, so that's the 20 and the 9 SMAs. We're currently testing 20. If we can break above, we'll at least test the 9. And so we go back to trade. We'll pull up 115, 117, and yeah, I'm currently not holding anything right now, so yeah. All right, so 115s, add, 117s, add, and then for short side, I would add 118 since that's the resistance line, and then 115 for an out of the money option. And that's just a really quick tutorial as to how to make a watch list. This is what I do typically beforehand, but honestly, I didn't think I would be trading today, so here we are. Meanwhile, SPX is absolutely shredding, so imagine if we bought in down here. Dang. Anyways, though, that's how you set up a watch list. I hope you guys enjoyed that little tutorial. I will also upload that to YouTube just so I can provide some extra content for you guys. I know I've been slacking, so I will be putting this up on YouTube. I'll put it into the announcements tab. That said, I'm going to wrap up this video right here. Masterclass is on a discount currently for anyone who's interested. That's in the description below. Also, the room is currently open on Discord, also in the description below. Thank you guys so much for watching on YouTube, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.